Oh, hi, villagers. Welcome back to the village. If you are new, hello, welcome. I'm Kai.
I'm Leonidas.
And in today's video, we are going to be talking about Super Saiyan Blue. And talking about a Super Soul that we had got with this DLC. Our strengths aren't just added together. Comparing it to some Super Souls we already had. And just talking about Super Saiyan Blue's relevance. And with this new Super Soul, if Super Saiyan Blue can keep up with Super Saiyan God. With that though, let's get right into the video.
Alright guys, so before I get into it, help us reach that 500 sub goal. We're almost there, guys. Thank you for the support you've given us so far. Me and Kai appreciate it. So let's go on to the video. So basically, we're just trying to figure out if Blue is, still relevant, because with God coming out, it's arguably the best transformation in the game. So we just want to know if Blue's still relevant, and for you guys that prefer Blue over God, if you want some tips, basically this is that video. So with this, updates and stuff, there was a Super Soul that came out, our two strengths aren't just added together, and, Kai, you can take it from there.
Yes, with this new Super Soul, I believe that this could really help out Blue, along with a lot of the other members of the community. Because it basically, as you can guys see, it does auto ki recovery and stamina regen small, which I think, even though it's only a small buff, I think that's still huge for Blue, because we actually did time it, as you should be seeing right now. It takes approximately 30 seconds per bar with the Super Soul, and without it takes about 8 seconds per bar. So I think it's a major buff for the ki drain. And then another thing too, that's only in the situation where you're just standing still. So if you're actually, doing some side steps and hitting your opponent, you will be gaining ki. So you will never really be forced out of Blue unless you use moves like Final Shine Attack or Revenge Deathball, which I think is huge. And this really minimalizes the ki drain. So guys, this Super Soul here, if you do not have DLC 13, unfortunately this is a paid DLC Super Soul. So guys, this Super Soul, that's where it's come from. But I've noticed, like, in Leonidas, we fought with this, and we also did go to training. It really seems to help a lot. And so the next step we wanted to do is kind of compare it to stuff we already had. The main one that we wanted to focus on was, right then, let's begin the experiment. So Leonidas, what did we kind of notice from that?
So first off, the main issue of the Super Soul was it has a health condition where you need to have your health 75% or above. If that wasn't there, it could have been, it probably would have been the best Super Soul, but with that health condition, it's kind of dragging it down. But with it, we're not losing any ki at all, so that's good.
No, yeah, in fact, we're actually gaining ki with it, because it does increase your ki you gain from hits, and it also has the auto ki recovery. So you're gaining ki, along with the fact that it also does boost your Ki Blast Supers by XL. So with all of that, you are doing a good amount of damage if you're a Ki Blast build, and you're gaining ki while in Blue, which does have the ki drain, which I found very fascinating. But unfortunately, I think what brings it down again, and this is when I'm referring to PvP content. PvP content, it brings it down because of the health condition. And because I believe that if you're having like a drawn out fight with a friend, and I've played on ranked a little bit. I'm not that good, but I played on ranked a little bit with it. And me and Leonidas fought, and then other friends. And it's just, you're never, by the time you actually transform into Blue, I feel like you're not at the threshold anymore, or you're barely there. So it's like the health, if the health wasn't an issue, like if it was like 90%, or not 90%, if it was like 60 or 50%, I think it would have been a lot better. Or just no health contingency at all, or just maybe a time instead of like wait 30 seconds. But unfortunately with the health thing there, I think this Super Soul is better for PvE. So if you're doing parallel quests or raids while using Blue, I think this is the way to go. When it comes down to PvP, I think that Super Saiyan Blue with our strengths aren't just added together is probably the better way to go about that. But kind of another thing I wanted to bring up is the stamina regen. Already when you go to Blue, it's faster. Adding that small buff to it, personally, I didn't see anything too significant, but the fact remains that it still does buff it. So sitting, like just standing on the floor, obviously that gets you stamina faster. So just standing on the floor though with this, you get your stamina back in like about 2 to 3 second range. It's closer to 2 seconds, which well, obviously depends on how much stamina you have, but you're getting your stamina very quickly. And you can see my character how much stamina he has, kind of compared to your own CAC. But you're getting stamina very, very quickly if you're on the ground. So that extra little buff, especially when you're in the air fighting your opponent, when you're in blue and you got your stamina broken, or you just really desperately need that extra bar so you can do an evasive, it's really going to be useful there as well. But kind of lastly, to just want to talk about this, just when you're fighting, you do want to be very careful still while using blue, because I think blue it's not like a very slow transformation, but it's still slower. So you can get perfect blocks and stamina broken pretty easily, I'd say. You know, a lot of people picked up the timing already because it's been out for a while. So you do want to be careful. And so Leonidas and I can both attest to this. You do not want to transform frame 1 blue, because you want to build up to it. That's the whole thing, right?
Yeah. God, compared to blue is more tactical. God is not so much.
Like, God gives you just like, I don't know if tactical is the right word. I think blue,
yeah.
because blue, I think you have to think more.
It's just how clunky it is, I guess.
Because blue does a lot of damage. It really does. And you just literally, I think God, you're supposed to use it early on. Blue, you're not. Blue, you want to wait a little bit. I think that's the difference between the two. And then another thing with blue is you need to be mindful of your stamina drain or your ki drain and all that. While God, you can kind of just do the input commands and fucking body people with that 40 to 80% increase in basic attack damage. So
you know, for those who don't have the DLC, you know, this Super Soul can still work for you guys, because it's not bad. It's just, you know, the 75% health condition is a little annoying.
No, yeah, so there are definitely alternatives out there to help out blue, but we particularly wanted to talk about this Super Soul because it is the newest one out, really, that can help. There is another Super Soul coming soon as well that we might make a video on. Not too sure about it yet, but I did talk about it in the video we did yesterday, going over every Super Soul, in-depth look at every Super Soul that we got. Make sure you guys checked out that video after this one. But yeah, we kind of talked about it. It's Vegeta Super Soul. I finally warmed up. So that one I think has potential to help out too. But we can talk about that more on another day. Without though, Leonidas, anything you wanted to add?
Just that Saiyans are becoming more broken.
It's becoming, they already are.
But anyway, I think that's will be all for this video. If you guys want more, leave a like, subscribe, stay in tune. But other than that, I'm Leonidas.
I'm Kai.
Peace.